Good afternoon, friends. It's Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. This is your afternoon briefing. Let's dive into the top stories every conservative needs to know about this afternoon. Breaking right now, the United States Supreme Court has restored Maine Representative Laurel Libby's voice in the Maine State House. Representative Libby had been censured by the Maine legislature for refusing to apologize to a transgender athlete she had criticized on social media. Under a 100-year-old Maine law that deprived her of her right to vote in the legislature, the Supreme Court says Representative Libby cannot be denied her right to represent her constituents. Donald Trump has been on Capitol Hill urging Republicans to vote for his tax plan, getting lawmakers to rally behind the ambitious proposal. In a closed-door meeting, he emphasized the importance of unity, warning of political consequences for dissenters. The proposed legislation aims to extend the 2017 tax cuts, introduce new tax breaks like exempting taxes from tips from taxation, increase border security spending, and repeal climate tax credits. The plan is projected to cut taxes by nearly $4 trillion through 2034 while reducing the deficit by approximately $2.7 trillion through spending reductions. However, disagreements persist among Republicans, particularly over Medicaid reforms and the state and local tax deduction cap, or the SALT tax. Some fiscal conservatives demand deeper Medicaid cuts, while moderates seek to raise the SALT cap. These internal divisions complicate efforts by House Speaker Mike Johnson to secure a House vote by Memorial Day weekend. This is a pivotal moment for the GOP. Their proposed tax and budget bill encapsulates core conservative principles, tax relief, fiscal responsibility, and national security, yet internal disagreements threaten to derail progress. It's imperative that Republicans find common ground to advance the legislation, which could significantly benefit American families and small businesses through a significant deregulation push. The reality is the bill will probably appear dead several times over the next few days before Magic Mike Johnson pulls a bill out of his hat that can advance to the Senate, where the Senate will promptly ignore everything the House has done. There's a Golden Dome missile defense initiative. President Trump is set to announce a $25 billion initial investment in the Golden Dome project, a national missile defense initiative aimed at creating a layered air defense system over the United States. The ambitious plan envisions an integrated network of sensors, satellites, and missile batteries to counter rising missile threats from adversaries like China and Russia. The total cost of the project is expected to exceed $500 billion over 2 decades. The initiative will be led by Michael Geitland of the Space Force, a general, and stems from an executive order signed in January. While the administration emphasizes that many necessary systems already exist and only require integration, Democratic lawmakers have raised concerns about the feasibility and effectiveness of such a vast defense system. In an era where our adversaries are rapidly advancing their missile capabilities, the Golden Dome represents a proactive step towards safeguarding our nation. Investing in a comprehensive missile defense system is not just strategic, it's essential. While the price tag is substantial, the cost of inaction would be far greater cost. The Trump administration has announced a major shift in COVID-19 vaccine policy, limiting routine approval of annual booster shots to adults aged 65 and older and younger individuals with high-risk medical conditions. This new FDA framework requires in-depth studies before approving updated vaccines for healthy individuals, potentially influencing access for 100 to 200 million Americans. The move aligns with Health Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr.'s critical stance on widespread vaccination for young and healthy people. Experts have raised concerns about vaccine availability and insurance coverage, questioning whether non-high-risk individuals will still be able to receive the vaccine. By focusing on high-risk populations, the administration aims to allocate resources effectively while ensuring public health. It's a balanced approach that considers both individual freedom and collective well-being, but it does amplify concerns about Robert Kennedy putting his longtime hostility towards medicines at the forefront of public policy. On May 16, 2025, 10 inmates from a New Orleans jail escaped through a hole in a wall behind a toilet. 6 of the escapees were charged with murder or attempted murder. As of yesterday, 4 of the 10 inmates have been captured. Prison officials early on suspected the escapees had inside help to escape. Today, a jail maintenance worker was arrested, accused of turning off the water to aid in the escape. 3 additional jail employees are still suspended without pay, pending the outcome of the investigation. The incident highlights significant lapses in our criminal justice system, particularly in New Orleans. The fact that inmates could orchestrate such an escape, potentially with inside access, is really troubling. It's a stark reminder of the need for robust oversight and accountability within our corrections facilities nationwide. These stories reflect the challenges and opportunities facing our nation, from fiscal policy and national defense to public health and criminal justice. It's clear strong, principled leadership is essential. As conservatives, we need to stay informed, engaged, and advocating for policies that uphold our values and strengthen our country. That's all for today's show. Thank you for joining me for the afternoon briefing. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and God bless you all.